zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, this is Michel, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. It's complete. James White. And all the way down to the 37.
Here we go.
A big play there for New England. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is White on the screen. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he goes up top. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a...
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pats at the line ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Bravo! Easy. Watch the run. Watch the rim.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matt LaCosse, 51 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The 20, 10, And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Brady now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for three. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Cousins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Conklin there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. On those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 times.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offenses have success. You can say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Patriots take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Brady, he's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead, 61 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
The Vikings take over. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. And Diggs has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again, it's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Vikings 35, Patriots 31. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's second down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, set, wide, 80. Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, King. King. Hey, hey.
trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Here's Brady to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On first down, Cook. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, defense.
From the 27, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Here is Cook on third and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Brady, and he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Danielle Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Brady going to throw. He's airing it out for Sanu. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, it won a Heisman.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the ground, Michel. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Again, it's Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, right, what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Wild Bill. Watch out. Two.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third and short yardage. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. Past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
That's the way you make it spin, baby.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough